Hello and welcome back to the streets of Battle City. I am your host, Makayla Maria Whisper, and like the Yami to my Yugi, I have my co-host, Zachariah.
Get set to get decked.
That's something, and we also found this random rubber ducky on the side of the road we decided to let in the video.
Hey there.
His name's Venti. So, going over real quick, just wanted to open up on our tier list, give everybody a reminder of what we thought going into week one. Um, at least with this week, we're not doing all of the games. Things are a little bit busy, and this might take a minute. I want to see how long it ends up being. So we're just going over 4 of the top games. Most of these were extremely close, with one of them being a pub stomp, because I thought that would be funny. So, speaking of rubber duckies, hi Venti, we'll switch up so we're from your perspective here.
Okay.
You have any insight going into this that you would like to talk about?
So, mostly it's just the 3v3s we had, so I knew what he was going to bring, at least regarding the Mons, so it was a bit easier to figure out countermeasures for against Francis, and huge thank you to Zach immediately for helping me mock
Look,
for
all,
this.
all I gotta say is it's very interesting that you're going up against a haunted easy bake oven, a trans girl icon, and a UFO.
And I have a
This
dog,
match
a
would be.
snake, and a bug,
You have a furry,
This match would also
a
be
dragon.
and a bug.
and a spooter and a not spooter. It's not a spooter.
It's not. I think it's a tick, isn't
Because
it?
it only has 4 legs.
It's supposed to be a spider, but there is no spider in Pokemon because nothing has 8 legs.
All right. Well, let's get into this immediately. We got a shiny Gardevoir going up against, you named it Raw.
Yeah. So I wanted to do Egyptian gods, and I could not find a specific god of insects or anything. So I just did Ra because the symbol is the scarab.
What is this? You get
Is there not a god of locusts?
Uh, I don't think so. But immediately, just I knew after Galv set up the rain dance, it's like
I mean, I also am going to be real. I don't hate just sitting there poking at it to try to do some damage. You're also ticking away the trick room because now
exactly
trick room's going to
that
run
was
out.
that was the entire main goal there. Because I knew with my Damp Rock that Rain Dance would stick forever.
I don't hate low kick here, actually. That's kind of funny knowing that he has Metagross. But the
No,
earthquake
I
rips you.
basically built well the Earth getting that low kick off was enough for me to deal with the Metagross with Denwen, the Gyarados,
What is this the
because
god of? Please do tell.
Denwen, based on my brief Wikipedia, is the god of snakes and dragons.
Okay, or
So
hear
yeah,
me out. You could have went full Yu-Gi-Oh and named this Osiris, which is the original name for Slifer, because it's a red serpentine dragon. Yeah, so
I did not know that.
in the original sub, it is Osiris. When it came over to the English dub, one of the executive producers on the show demanded his name be put in instead, which is how we got Slifer the Sky Dragon instead of Osiris the Sky Dragon.
huh. I don't know. I like sticking with the Egyptian theme, and with the Moxie boost, honestly, seeing the Tasho berry definitely surprised me on Rotom because when me and Zach mocked, we had it was always Scarf Rotom because that was the best thing that would
No, I
go
mean
into my
like
team.
honestly, knowing that Gyarados is around under normal circumstances, if you're not sashed, he wins the game right
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
like I
so that's
applaud
why
the
the
berry.
Tasho, the berry definitely surprised me. Is just me and Zach prepared a little too much for the Rotom
Alrighty.
because
Meh.
we were preparing for Rotom to be
Ooh, you know
Scarf.
what? No, we're watching that game last because that's Goose. That is a PGM champion right there.
But overall, for the Flances, we were thinking that if it's Scarf, it's going first, so Sash was the only way on Gyarados.
Alright, let's see how this hack Zach renamed fares against Wisp.
Oh
Mhm.
god,
That's all I gotta say.
this game, this hurt me as a play. Like, even though no spoilers, but like this hurt my very soul.
So, firstly, Sash Armor Rouge.
I
With
gotta give you props. I was not expecting weak armor focus, Ash.
that was a good bring.
I really liked it.
That
I've thought about bringing it in regular PGM, but in doubles it's a lot harder to justify, and I usually like it Armor Rouge in doubles more.
Also,
That's fair.
on the topic of naming conventions, you'll learn my naming conventions as this battle goes. Apparently, Zach doesn't game much. Gets the Will-O-Wisp. Not fun.
Mhm. Definitely beneficial for Zach.
The armor cannon.
I thought Armor Cannon did a lot less. I thought it'd do like 50 at max.
Yeah. Scrafty is like not bad, but it's not amazing. Got
It's not
Crimson
the
Cloud.
bulkiest thing in the world.
And
I
this was my
love.
pure stupidity in forgetting how Caesar works. I
Didn't you mention that you forgot that
I forgot that because
Baneful
it's a
Bunker?
steel type that it can't get poisoned.
Now, what you need is a corrosion mod.
Not only what
I
I
mean,
need is a
what
corrosion mon, there's a move on Toxapex that I did not run. And if I had run it, this entire game goes completely differently. But I'm an idiot. The burn
The
is
really
huge.
unfortunate burn for Zach. Really good for you, though,
I'm
Wisp.
gonna be real. Looking back at this game, I think that burn kinda is what helped me win.
No, the burn won you the game, basically.
Well, technically, no. There's another aspect to bring up here that is
Oh
our
yeah,
good friend
that will
Zach making a horrible decision.
no that too, but like the burn definitely
Also,
helped Zach into making that decision.
in hindsight, I should have played a little bit more aggressively. I really should
Man, if I had a
have.
nickel for every time my main Pokemon in a draft got burned this week, I'd have 2 nickels. People need to stop fucking doing that though.
Huh,
It
Zach.
isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
Zach
Also,
out here with
I
scrubs. Oh, yeah, we can talk about the misplay that lost Zach the game. Zach, why don't you tell the nice people why you switched out Caesar?
in my defense, I was afraid of Cleavor, but I really should have just went to kill
I think even with
Toxapex.
Cleavor's, if Cleavor still had a it had a sash, which I don't remember if it did or didn't. Um, like Bullet Punch still gets it very far down.
Well, Bullet Punch at max would one shot it normally,
Next
and
Unless
it
it
question.
would
was
have won
bad.
me the game.
Why did we not have stored power if we were running a cosmic power set?
Dead ass, I don't know. In my head, I just wanted to run off like a more like bulky clay doll, and it just hadn't occurred to me that I could have just slapped stored power on there. I think I even hold on, let me check. I think I even ran a psychic.
And then Subhuman came out.
Yeah, then with the cut to the attack, because if
The
the
fact that
burns weren't there, that would have
yeah,
killed.
yeah, no, like the fact that almost killed is crazy. I love Caesar.
It's interesting. I do like Cleavor, obviously, seeing that that's the one I went for.
Well, that's also because Cleavor was the only one of the two left. Zach
No, I
yoinked
mean even
Caesar
even
instantly.
if both were around, I would have went for Cleavor first. I love Cleavor. All right, and then
Mhm.
here's our pub stomping. This is the only game we're showing off that did not end in a close matchup.
Well, I mean, if Zach didn't switch out, yeah, then it would have been
But
definitely a lot closer for yours.
but he did.
He did switch out, which was Leg with Alolan Ninetales. I'm not excited about this, I'll be honest.
I mean, we did point out in the week, like going into week 1, that we thought this team had potential. Also, anyone else find it really cool that Arc Result kind of looks like it's from an old black and white movie when it's
One is
shiny?
shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, really good Icicle Spear bring.
Great Icicle Spear and great use of the Stellar Terror to capitalize on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Laptop.
I didn't even notice Sky Attack. No, that's an insane fucking bring.
Um, what the hell just happened? I have to cut that out in editing.
Cut.
Well, no, I'm going to cut it out in editing. It's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, after my technical difficulties,
Editor, keep that in editing.
I am the editor, so no, I will not. I'll probably keep this
I
conversation though.
know.
No one will know what's happening. Anyways,
You need to put like one of the like bug things of like uh, Wisp exe has stopped working.
Wisp.exe has never been
Yeah.
functional. Anyways, so that was a fun
Back to
matchup.
the lag match. Yeah, like the lag really exemplified how much of a threat his team can be now with this.
I mean, me and Zach acknowledge this team as being good. We just thought it maybe needed a couple more pieces.
And he got a piece, which we'll cover soon.
And
And now it's
this,
Goose versus Punk.
which, if I remember correctly, wasn't this foreshadow? Like, this is the same matchup that was happening in PGM playoffs.
No.
Am I crazy?
No, Punk was facing EJ in
Oh, it
PGM
could have
playoffs.
happened. Okay, so this
It
is
could
shades
have
of what
happened,
could have
which
happened. And
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
just that hack EJ managed to make his way into finals, so it can't.
sometimes we set up a registry, and if you miss the registry, you're not welcome to join, and sometimes we don't set up the registry. Mokuba set up a registry, make sure Wheeler's late.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get into
Well,
it. This is a battle
well,
of
when Rage.
Goliaths.
Yeah, both of these are. I mean, it's Goose, amazing coach, all in all, versus
Yachi.
Punk, who like
Yachi Berry
Berry
almost
is
made
taken
it
so
to
out.
finals in his first season, which is
Yachi
insane.
Berry is so fucking funny.
I love how
Mhm.
Venti's still over there trying to like narrate these two battlers and their caliber, and we're just like reacting already.
Yeah.
Now
Nope.
this is where
Yachi Berry was definitely a good bring.
this is
Ice
where it's a
Punch
little
was too.
scary here though, because it's like one fighting type move and your Weavile's gone, or I guess even a water
Oh,
move.
or that water type move does the trick. And now it's.
Okay, we're switching out. We got Gudra.
I think Goose was.
Oh, that's a
Oh, whoa.
that's
Oh, Custap Berry. I don't know if Hydrapple had the full thing. Yeah, I think Goose was choice locked there, which
yeah. I
That
think
would that would make sense. Then why did he
Mhm.
click Aqua? Then why did he click Aqua Step?
because it
well
took
to
out
deal with
Gliscor, and at that point you're high enough to where Weavile's dying. Weavile's very
Mhm.
frail.
Yeah, +1
You know,
Moxie. Weavile gets nuked by a lot of things.
So let's go over all the other changes that happened. First off,
You might want to
also,
zoom in.
well, I want everything to be visible, so now, fine,
Okay.
whatever. First up, we got Rolling and Vaughn happened,
our
which
boy, our boy Rolling pulled through.
our
Yay.
glorious king and goat Rolling has once again
Mhm.
proven why he is one of the most superior battlers here, even if he won't stop putting himself down.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Rolling one Gastrodon from Vaughn at the end of that match.
Yep.
And we can see that Wisp won Armor Rouge from Zack, as evidenced by
Having an armor
this
rouge.
change. Yeah,
Armor Rouge
exactly.
not being there.
Alrighty, looking at the
Um,
Kaiba, we got Manas losing Sigilith to Gamebro, which That game was actually a little interesting. For a second there, I thought Monast had it at the beginning.
And then Gamebro just pulled out with the AAA team.
Yeah, as much as I like bullying Game Bro, like he's not actually horrible at the game all the time.
Mhm.
No, which is crazy because I don't know how often he battles, but he doesn't. I personally don't see him in a whole lot of stuff besides Battle City.
So
Yeah.
then we also have Cappy versus Xylong. This was another one of the stomps of the week. And it was mostly a Mamoswine showcase, which, if I remember correctly, was something me and Zach mentioned in the last video.
No,
Yeah, yeah, most
Mamoswine
one.
unfortunately had a really good matchup into Xylong's team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you have Quad super effective into Flygon, super effective into Crook. The only thing you're not hitting. Oh no, you still are because it's a poison type. Mamoswine literally can hit Xylong's entire team for
You still
super
are.
effective.
yeah.
And Stab
Hmm.
super
Someone's
effective at that. It's not even.
I think like one ice shard and the Flygon's dead.
Which sucks because I
Maybe.
love Flygon.
so what about the Yachi Berry? Fucking, I think it's still dead.
I mean, fair point.
One of the
And I
scarier divisions here. We had Polar versus Bacon. That
Mhm.
Glamora went over to
Where,
Polar.
yeah.
that I think that was also an interesting match, but I can't remember it unfortunately. Also,
Yeah.
I do know that Polar was happy to win Glim because I think he's been liking
Polar,
using it.
Polar likes Glim.
I like it as well. I wish I had a better chance to use that Mega because that Mega is so interesting.
And then
Adaptability
we
is scary.
had last season's champ and the only one to draft a specialty Pokemon, beating McWhite and taking Skarmory.
Yeah. This was an interesting match because Cruiser McWhite was prepping for Cruiser to bring the optimal stuff like Magic Guard, Clefable, Covert Cloak, Koba, which was brought. Clefable was unaware, so
I mean, I'm gonna
that
be
like
real
threw
here.
McWhite for a loop.
Sometimes you have to predict people to do the dumb things on this server. Like, just straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, which definitely threw McWhite for a loop because he figured, Magic Guard because of Garganackle,
And
you know,
then we're down in
Dummy Trap
Wheeler.
101.
We
Mhm.
already went over
Um,
Punk versus Goose, but we do have Lime versus Great, in which Lime took the Venusaur.
so I th- we need to talk about what Great did. So he brought a Mega Venusaur.
Yes, I was
End of sentence.
honestly, I kind of forgot about that, but we had a disqualification. Lime still won the game, like they played it out, but
Hmm. Yeah,
oh
they still
boy.
played it out because Lime still wanted to play it out.
Lime knew he was
But
winning.
oh, absolutely, Lime knew he was winning.
But we did have a cheat, so these things happen. He also got pretty
Uh,
dismantled, though, so
yeah.
I
who.
mean, it's not
Honestly,
PG.
like
It's not PGM without a little cheating.
And then we
like
already went over all the
regarding
Valentine matchups, so we don't even have to
yeah,
go
I
into
beat
there.
I beat Flancis for Rotom and Leg beat Reckles for Mimikyu. One
Yeah.
thing I'd want to comment about the Leg versus sorry, not Leg, Lime versus Great match is Great probably should not have antied Venusaur. The best anti in that scenario would have been Chandelure.
100%.
Yeah. But since like you could literally just have Torkoal die, send in Venusaur, and you can try and Gloriful Sweep
Yeah,
Uh huh.
like that is an
with like
actual set.
Growth or Giga Drain. But
Yeah, and looking at like the remaining of Great's division, like what he still has left to face, he has a Tyranitar, which he has to face, and a Gliscor, which he has to face.
what
Which,
division is this again?
Let him do him.
Wheeler.
All right, but let's hop over to our tier list and
I think we might need to add a lower tier, unfortunately.
yeah. So we're gonna
Because,
put in a new tier. We'll make it purple. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I like purple.
your turn might be good later to purple.
I don't care. It can be purple. I'm just gonna.
So,
This is
yeah.
just gonna be the just why. That's all I gotta say here. First off, Great goes down here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I
Could
mean,
also be why though.
No, this is
why
fine.
though?
This is fine. Okay,
Um,
so who? There's definitely some people who need to get moved down. I think. First off, Goose is going up. Francis is going. We'll put Francis in. Might be good later. I still think there's a lot of potential in that team. I just.
but right now his team is very dark weak,
We're gonna knock Bacon down.
mostly because of his loss of Glamora.
I think there could be a case to put Goose's team back into S.
Put it all the way up to S. I mean, looking at
Yeah.
it, I don't. I mean, no one wants to face that. No one wants to face
Yeah.
Goose in general, but especially that.
Yeah, I feel like Goose is the
Right.
bottom of S because like he does have the overlap of drag. Because I guess Gudra isn't weak to dragon, but it's
It's not weak to dragon, not weak to ice, not weak to fairy.
Yeah. It doesn't have the same overlap. It has actually, weirdly enough, it has more overlaps with Titor. I think they're
it's
both
Both
weak
weird.
to
weak to
fighting in
ground.
ground.
It's
Yeah,
weird. But
it's
I,
weird to think about, but honestly,
Goose always brings fun sets though, and he's
so
arguably one of the best sportsmen in the entire server.
I think just the rule of thumb I'm going with is if you lost, you're just automatically knocked down at least one tier here.
I
mm,
would still look at the two Pokemon and determine if they, because going into their next match, they're only gonna have those two. If they're a decent solid core, like I was saying, if that was Torkoal and Venusaur going into his next week, Great would have actually had still a decent team because that's still a decent core.
yeah, but since it's Chandelure and
Oh, since
Torkoal,
a Shadowlord, no, unfortunately.
All right, so
but like, I'd say starting off with the ones that have been moved, I still feel like McLeod's in A right now. I'd say that it's definitely reasonable because
like
I
I
think
don't think
low A
he's
is
the
fine.
top. I don't think he's the top of A anymore. I think he's a little bit lower because his team, Skarmory is a huge loss, whether you want to admit it or not. Let's
no,
start
it
with
definitely is.
people who I think are staying in place. I think moving Goose up to S. I still think Venti is in S. I like that team even more now, just because I
All the
like
way up.
Yeah.
Rotom Heat. Gives
Yeah,
you
I
another
mean, you
ground
pointed out that
immunity.
I do have a major rock weakness, which is unfortunate thing.
I think it's that might mean it just doesn't move.
Yeah, for me that like it keeps you still, but you have a very glaring weakness, and Lucario can only do so much to try to
Mhm.
counter it.
Best
Yeah.
Lucario could do is just try and nuke the rock type. That's all I got. And maybe Gyarados if it's faster, but that's kind of it.
Um,
The finals, Rotom Heat is gonna probably like mandatorily be running default.
uh, I
Defog or yeah.
I think Cruiser can stay where he is for now. I'm still not super high on the team, but
It's to me, it's very, very defense bulky heavy, but
Definitely.
it's
Like their main offense is Garchomp, which is still insane offense, but
yeah.
I
yeah.
mean it's pseudo legendary for a reason.
Um, Venti we've already talked about. I don't think we
Uh-huh.
need to discuss Polar. Like he just got another
He
threat.
just he just has the same team but better now.
Yeah.
Goose is
So
up.
Polar's definitely still top of S. Honestly,
Lost him on.
I think Lime stays still. I don't know if Venusaur does pretty much anything to help his team in either direction. Like I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Um, I think it can help with like leech and such, but um,
Rolling I think is fine to stay.
Punk.
Lag. Hmm. Oh, Punk is fine. Like he got moved down from S, but he still has two very dangerous Pokemon.
no,
You know what?
Weavile and
Lime
Gliscor are
Lime does
definitely.
go above him though, because like Lime did win. Lime has four Pokemon.
Can we look at Rolling's team to see if it would go above Punk or not?
Um,
Yeah.
Jolteon, Galarian Weezing, Starmie. I think rolling. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Do we think I'm above my team is? Like in a 1v1, I actually think I would have an advantage as we sit now, but
Um,
I
it's also we
wouldn't.
have to consider the remaining division,
That's
which
true. Yeah.
you guys didn't do last time. Like, if we look at, you have Rolling and Vaughn left, correct, Wisp?
yep.
And Punk has Lime and Great left. So we could chalk. Uh, I don't know if Great's watching, but we could probably chalk the Punk versus Great maybe to an auto win for Punk.
Punk actually has a really good matchup in the Limes team, low key,
Yeah,
as
no,
well.
I
Yeah,
genuinely think
absolutely.
Punk can
No,
rock some stuff here.
I yeah, Punk definitely has a good matchup into both his opponents. And if we look at your matchup into your opponent's Wisp,
Yeah, I would say it's not as like one-sided. I still think you have a good
you
against
still have
Vaughn,
a
and
good four, and against Vaughn, it's
Vaughn, I think it's
I think you match
pretty
up.
one sided. Rolling is the matchup I'm actually worried about.
no, yeah, because
Yeah.
rolling, I mean, yeah,
Look,
Jolteon probably,
Scrafty does things. It's a dark type. It's strong to Ghost, and it's a fighting type. It's
but
strong to Porygon.
but the unfortunate thing is Scrafty doesn't help with Intimidate at all into Rolling's team right now.
Oh, I'm not talking about rolling. I'm talking about against Vaughn.
Yeah,
Well, Venti, what if he brings Earthquake Liquidation Gas?
that you and me both know, Zach, that that probably ain't gonna happen.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I kind of we'll switch those two. I don't mind the way this landed. Like, I think there's a couple people in A that may be questionable, but overall, I'm pretty happy with this.
Can I?
I think Cappy should be higher in A maybe, just because Mamoswine low key kind of like eats super fucking well in this format, more than I thought it would.
Honestly, yeah. If I'm
But we
being
also, I mean, looking at the rest of Cappy's division,
I'm kind of putting them above like Punks or maybe Rolling's team.
okay, here's the thing. You look at Cappy, they have pretty clear answers for Monast, and maybe a little bit less clear for Game Bro, but
that is true. Like Mamoswine, like, um,
Yeah, well, I mean,
yeah,
it can beat at least three of Game Bros Pokemon. It's just a question of can Araquanid win. And if Mamoswine takes out three of his Pokemon, he kind of just
yeah, like
but if Gamebrew can get the kill with Hisuian Arcanine on Mammo, then that's an issue for Cappy.
that's true.
hmm.
Thick Fat can solve that a little bit though.
Yeah, but
Not if it's
we're
Head
not going
Smash.
pure mathematics here. We're going slightly on
That's
vibes.
true.
So like I'm pretty
Um,
satisfied with
You
calling
forget that.
this.
Yeah, I'd say this is a fair tier
You
list.
need to stop trying to bring logic into my madness. Little rubber ducky.
That's
now that's a fine ass madness.
yeah,
It feels weird putting myself below somebody with two Pokemon, but fuck it. I
but
think
no,
Punk
Punk
is.
definitely has a really good matchup with his two remaining Pokemon.
But
Is Monast still B with just a Dunsparce and Tinkaton actually?
um, I want to say there's a potential here because I do think Monast has ways to deal with at least Xylong. Maybe not Cappy, but
I mean,
you know what?
Tankaton
I
can deal with Xylong slightly, but
Don't get me
not.
wrong, I love Tinkaton and Dunsparce, but unfortunately
All right.
they don't do as much as you would
There's a
think.
simple
they don't
solution
have
here.
as much Kahoot.
No, you're not thinking about it. It's called Air Balloon Tinkaton. Then suddenly the ground type doesn't matter.
That is true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But hey, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for Tweedledee and Tweedledum for coming out. You can assume amongst yourself which one is which. But until next
Uh,
time,
I'd say I'm Tweedledum.
arrivederci.
Ciao.